Alright guys, I ain't been uploading nothing because I ain't really been doing nothing. It's been pretty crappy weather as far as like rain and everything. As you can tell, the wind's been blowing pretty hard and I didn't want to push my luck unless I had to. I don't really freaking zit there. I don't really proclaim to be no pro timber faller, that's for sure, but I can do it. I can do it in the wind or not in the wind. It all just depends on which direction you're trying to put it. You're trying to put it in the opposite direction of the wind, it's never fun. Always a scary butt puckering situation. So I don't really push it too much unless I have to. And I don't really have to right now, so I ain't been. That's just the way I see it. Now, if I was getting paid like logging or something and I had to do it, it'd be a different story. But I got enough wood sitting out there, and there's enough stuff just laying on the ground if you just go look for it. Really no sense of putting trees on the ground unless you have to. That's just the way I see it. Oh yeah, Papa Willie and the short bus. There's a hump right there in our road. Right there. Where that's diagonal from that stop sign. Right there. Everybody hits it and jumps their cars because, you know, they don't never slow down in front of our house. And we're on a dead end road in the middle of the country, but people think this is like Highway 70 and they got to do 80 mile an hour. It's crazy. Just slow it down, people. Life ain't that. It ain't that, man. It ain't all that, really. There's no reason to be rushing. And if you are out rushing around, that's your own fault. You need to leave your house a little earlier. This is the way I look at it. Get the old beard situated. There we go. There we go. But yeah, I got my rain pants on because I'm gonna go cut here in this rain here in a little bit. I got a few people calling, messaging about wood, but not many. I didn't really ask the man above to send anybody my way in the last couple of days because I needed to get caught up. But I asked last night, and y'all can believe what you want, but I believe there is something more than us. And you just gotta be in the right place to receive its benefits, is the way I see it. Like if you're doing bad, like I used to do a lot, the young me screwed the old me. This Jesse is screwed because of the young Jesse. But if you're out doing bad all the time, it's gonna come back on you, and then you gotta wash that off of you. And it takes a while to get that bad karma off of you. I've done a lot of good things with the bad that I did in my life, that's for sure. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna get into it, but I gave away a lot of the money that I went out and did bad stuff for. Like I gave it to homeless people and, you know, bought groceries and did all kind of stuff with the money because it wasn't mine. And the way I seen it, it was free. I was taken from somebody who had more than what they knew what to do with. But that still doesn't make it right. I'm not condoning it by any means. Not justifying what I did. But either way, it was still bad karma that got put on me. And I've been trying to get it off of me for the last 8 years. And it's been rough. Been a rough go. But doing this firewood, running that power saw is apparently where I need to be at, because I didn't really expect this to get as big as it did, that's for sure. Like, I've sold a lot of firewood this winter. A lot. I mean, like 4 weeks ago, in a matter of 3 days, I cut and split 22 rick of wood by hand. No log splitter, all with an axe. My elbows are still hurting from it, but whatever. I had to do it so I can keep everybody in this house fed. That little bugger there. Those little boogers there. Can't see them, right? My chickens. Yeah, you can see them. You can hear them out there. But I gotta keep them fed. I can't. I got a problem with hawks and foxes. And the fox problem is my fault, but I just can't bring myself to kill the mom. For like the last 4 or 5 years now, there's been a fox. Kisses, you better leave my bird alone. Hey, leave my chickens alone. Look at him. Thinks he's gonna get my bird. You better leave my chicken alone. Kisses. But down at the neighbor's house, which is an IPD police officer. She's pretty cool. I'm not gonna say her name, but she's pretty cool. Police officer. She won't take no shit, but she won't start no shit. Just put it that way. But she's got a few barns down there, which actually used to be my wife's family's property. Let's see if you guys can see it. I can't switch the camera around because I started in selfie mode. But if you look right there, that house and them barns on the other side of my patch of woods there. I know it's a tiny patch of woods, but that's what I got. I don't cut nothing down there, so that's for what needs cut. I'm about to start planting ash and oak trees down there for my daughter and her kids. Anyways, all that used to be their property too. So now we just own to the, let's see, not this first telephone pole, but the next one. There's a fence right in front of it. That's the edge of our property, and it goes over that way for 6 acres. And then it comes back over here. I got another pole barn sitting down there. But anyways, there's foxes, a mom fox that's been having 4 or 5 babies a year down there. And her and Papa Fox, whenever they get old enough to start running and getting their own food, they come down here and ambush my chickens. So I can't let them run loose. I got to keep them in pens. I let a couple of them run loose, but they steady pick them off. Like the dad to her, he lived for 4 or 5 years, and then they got him like a year and a half, 2 years ago. And then they just got her brother, not recently. They got his brother, not recently. And then I got the mama in there. She's sitting on eggs right now, making me some more egg layers. Because I don't know about you guys, but them bantam eggs right there, way, way better than a big bird. Unless it's a game bird. But a domesticated bird, one that gets fed grains and, you know, that stuff, their eggs are just like, bleh. They're very bland because they don't eat nothing other than corn or some kind of grain mixed stuff. So it doesn't have no flavor to it. Like, I mean, it's hard to say, but hard to explain it. But like the beef, the cows that the farmer across the street does, it's all grass-fed beef, so it has natural flavor to it because they're out there walking around the field there eating their grass. So what happens? They get into wild onions, you know, what we call ditch lettuce. Also, what are them other things? Ditch cucumbers or whatever they're called. They're little, like, I don't know. Some people call them Indiana bananas or whatever the fuck they're called, but the cows eat them, and it flavors the meat. It naturally flavors it, you know, for us. But we take that away whenever we put them in a pen, and start feeding them grains and corns and stuff like that. So they have no flavor. It has no flavor to the meat. Yeah, it might be a good looking cut of meat, but it has no flavor to it. You shouldn't have to do anything to a piece of meat, a hamburger, anything like that. Only thing you should have to do to it is add salt and pepper. That's it. You shouldn't have to put no kind of seasoning, salts, none of that. None of that stuff on it. Unless you want to. Like maybe some lemon peppers and a little bit of Cajun or cayenne pepper or something like that, but no seasonings. You don't need it. Grass-fed beef. Grass-fed chickens. Like I got my chickens in pens, but they're on grass. I haven't moved them this winter because you know, it's winter time and the grass won't grow back, so I don't want a bunch of big bulk patches in my yard. So I leave them in one spot all winter, and I feed them a mix of scratch feed and corn. Yes, it does make the eggs taste different over the winter time, but it keeps my birds safe. It keeps my bird population healthy and safe. So that's what I do. I rely on my chickens for eggs and meat. Not so much the meat anymore, but a lot of eggs, because my daughter started showing them in 4-H, so now they're more of like pets than food. So some of them still do get killed, some of them don't. But I've got bantams. I've got a few domesticated. Well, let's think about it. Yeah, I only got a few domesticated birds. 5 of them left now, but the rest of them are game and bantam. We got white kelsos crossed over a red kelso. They're pretty birds. They're easy. They're gentle. They're easy to handle. They're all around. They're an all around good bird. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's not a bird you got to worry about dropping and turning on you. You know, you can go in and pick them up, and you ain't got to worry about them trying to get you, trying to bite you, trying to flog you, any of that stuff. But all right, man, this is 12 minutes of just me yapping at you about life. I gotta go cut some firewood, and like I said, I'm waiting on some people to buy some, and we'll see what happens. I'll take you on the ride, because I ain't got nothing, no GoPro footage or nothing, so I'll see you guys in a little bit.